welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do another TBR prompt jar chooses my monthly reads for the month of April. I'm so excited because I have been recently just reading on my Kindle a lot, and I'm like, you know what, this is the year where I really want to tackle my TBR cart. I promised I wouldn't buy any new books until I knocked a lot of books off of my physical TBR. And I feel like I have a lot of good books, and now I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm in the mood to read physical books instead of my Kindle. With that, let's get into my TBR jar choosing my monthly reads. I also just recently put new prompts in my jar, so I think that's also why I'm really excited to do this video today. All right, first one, a book you don't think you will like. We're starting off real strong here, aren't we? There's a few on here, to be honest, that I think I won't like. I think, to be honest, there's like 4 books that I think I won't like on my TBR cart. One being All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. I mean, Colleen Hoover, I have to give her credit where it's due. She's the one that got me back into reading. It Ends With Us was my very first book that truly got me back into reading in 2023. So I bought All Your Perfects in a package along with It Ends With Us and Ugly Love and November 9, I think. I never got around to reading All Your Perfects, so this has been on my TBR cart for a while. Just because when I first got the books, I read all of the reviews and people said that they didn't really like this one, so but I did buy it in a package and that's why I have it. The next 2 books that I don't think I will like are Funny Story and Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I loved Beach Read, you guys, but I read A Happy Place, and to be perfectly honest, I don't think Emily Henry is the author for me. I loved Beach Read, but her writing style isn't my favorite. I can see why, actually, honestly, I really don't get the hype with Emily Henry, especially after reading A Happy Place. Or no, not A Happy Place, it's just Happy Place. But after reading Happy Place, that was one of my lowest reads of 2024. I do want to give her another shot though. I loved Beach Read, but then I really hated Happy Place. So I'm intrigued to see where I stand with the author once I read Book Lovers and Funny Story. The last book that I don't think I'll like that's on my TBR cart is Twisted Games. I hated Twisted Love by Anna Huang, and I bought the entire series, unfortunately, before I read any of the books. And Twisted Love was one of my lowest rated books of all time, but I have heard that if you didn't love Twisted Love, then to at least give Twisted Games a try. So, and I just don't like wasting my money, to be honest, and I like to give every book a fair chance, so I still have kept the books around, and I also think I purchased those books in 2023. I think I'm gonna go with Book Lovers. I want to say, without going and watching one of my other TBR prompt jar videos, I think I picked this book up the last time I did a prompt jar video, and I never got around to it. And I think I'm gonna do a video where I try convincing myself to like Emily Henry books, just see if I like her or not as an author, because I love one and then I hate one. So I don't know where I stand with her, but I think that would be a really good video to do with you guys. I'm gonna choose Book Lovers just because I have heard people say that they like Book Lovers more than they like Beach Read. Next prompt. Finish a series you abandoned. We are not starting very strong off here. Like, if this were, I'm so excited to make today's video, and then I picked 2 prompts that are like, or read a book that you think you won't like, and then the second one is read a book series that you abandoned. Well, if I abandoned a book series, it's probably because I got bored with it. So we're starting off real strong here. To be honest, I did abandon the Daisy Haight / Magnolia Parks universe for a while, and it's not because I got bored of it, it's just because I wasn't in the mood to, well, to be perfectly honest, I like Magnolia Parks a lot more than I like Daisy Haight, and the way that Magnolia Parks The Long Way Home by Jessa Hastings ended, I really wanted to just skip Daisy Haight's next book and then go straight to the last Magnolia Parks book, which is Into the Dark down here. And I just felt like I couldn't do that because you're supposed to read Magnolia Parks, then Daisy Haight, then Magnolia Parks, then Daisy Haight, then Magnolia Parks again. and I don't really care for Daisy Hates that much. So I kind of just stopped the series, and then I just never got around to reading the last Magnolia Parks. So I think I want to finish this series finally. I know Magnolia Parks is finally completed, and Daisy Hates I think has one more book, but I just feel like I can't complete Magnolia Parks without reading the second Daisy Hates books. I'm gonna choose this. I gotta like really shake this up because now I'm worried I'm gonna get like another negative prompt. Which, to be honest, I really wanted prompts that got me out of my comfort zone too for the month of April. But I also want to be excited about what I'm reading, so there's that. Oh, there's 2 prompts, okay. A book turned into a movie or show. I was like, there's a couple of them. I think Emily Henry's books are all being turned into movies. I know The People We Meet on Vacation was just turned into a movie, which I like that movie, and I never read the book, but I was like, oh, I don't want to pick another Emily Henry book. I know Beartown is a TV show. I've never watched the TV show because I think it's in Swedish or something like that. I don't know, but I never got around to reading that. I think I'm gonna go with Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. This is Haymitch's story from the Hunger Games. I know this is being turned into a movie this November, and I have not heard one person give this book below a 5 stars, so I'm extremely excited to read this book. I'm so excited to read this. Like, Haymitch's story, say less. I think I'm gonna choose 5 or 6 prompts for this video. Read something with an animal companion. That's an interesting one. To be honest, it's like, how do I know they're gonna have an animal companion? I don't know what I was thinking when I put this prompt in the jar, but I'm gonna choose Abby Jimenez's Just for the Summer. I was supposed to read this literally 2 years ago, and I just have never gotten around to it. And then every time I wanna read it, I want to read it when summer is coming up or it's happening, and whenever I wanna read it, it's never summer. So I never get around to it, but I love Abby Jimenez. I've only read Yours Truly, but to be honest, Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez is one of my all-time favorite romances. And everyone says that her books are so good, so I bought Part of Your World and Just for the Summer, and I'm so excited to read this. I know that Abby Jimenez always throws in an animal companion into her books. I think Yours Truly, it's a dog, or maybe it's this book because it has a dog on the front, but I was pretty sure Yours Truly also had a dog too, but it's okay, I love dogs. So I'm gonna go with Abby Jimenez's Just for the Summer. I know that I can finish this, especially in April with summer coming up. Let's do 2 more. I'm gonna challenge myself in April. A book that was gifted to you. I think Before We Were Strangers was gifted to me. I think my boyfriend gifted that one to me. I know that Recursion 8 by Blake Crouch was definitely gifted to me. I think my boyfriend bought this for me for Valentine's Day like 2 years ago. To be honest, I just saw a booktuber review this and say it was one of her favorite, I want to say she said it was her favorite romance books of all time. To be honest, I don't even know what this is about. I love Blake Crouch's book Dark Matter, and I really wanted to read something else by him, and I've heard that this book is really good. I didn't think it was a romance, but I think it has a romance subplot. I do not think that this is a romance book at all, but I think it does have a romance subplot because from what this booktuber was saying, she said it was one of the best romances of all time, which I'm so skeptical about because I think Blake Crouch typically writes sci-fi novels. So we're gonna go with Recursion 8 though, because I've heard that this is a good book. I think I'm gonna do 1 more. I'm gonna challenge myself to do 1 more. Do I ever read my TBR prompt jar books? No, but 2026 is a new year for me, and I am actually trying to reach all my goals this year. So let's just make one of my goals to actually read the books that I choose from my TBR prompt jar. Please let this be a good prompt. A fantasy read. Wow, okay. Or if anyone has been watching my videos for a long time, you would know that my favorite genre of books is fantasy / romantasy. So this is a super easy pick for me. We have The Fake Mate. We have Legendary and Finale, which is the part of the Carvel series. And to be honest, right now, I really don't feel like picking up anything from the Carvel series. I'm putting that on pause. We have One From My Enemy by Olivia Blake. We have The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King, which I never finished, which I don't know if I'm in the mood to read either. I never finished the Shepherd King duology, so I still am in the middle of Two Twisted Crowns, and that was from like 2 years ago, by the way. What else do I have? I think I'm gonna go with TJ Klune's The House in the Cerulean Sea. I just feel like since I'm gonna be reading this in April, I feel like this is a book you can read all year round, whereas I feel like my actual like dark romance fantasies, I feel like Two Twisted Crowns and The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King and books like those really should be read during fall time, whereas this I feel like is just a whimsical read. Okay, what do I think that this book is about? I don't remember. I think that this is a book about a magical house filled with magical children, and the children have been wrongfully convicted of something, or people have a bad impression of them when really they're not what they seem. I think that is what this book is about. Oh, I can't remember. I could literally just be making this up. Okay, let's do a quick recap. So we have Book Lovers by Emily Henry. We have The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. We have Recursion 8 by Blake Crouch. We have Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. We have Great Undoing, Daisy Hates by Jessa Hastings. And we have Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. I think that this is a very doable TBR. I feel like The House in the Cerulean Sea and Book Lovers I've already picked before in the past, but I truly am going to read these. Future Jordan, you better read these because I'm sick of you picking books from your TBR prompt jar and you not following through. And I am kind of sick of seeing all of these books being stacked on my TBR cart for like 3+ years now. And Future Jordan, if you're watching this, you get to buy new books as soon as you're done reading these. So hurry up, because who doesn't love a good book haul? If you guys like today's video and want more TBR Prompt Jar chooses my monthly reads videos, then please give this video a big thumbs up and be sure to comment down below what you're most excited to read in the month of April. I make book content weekly, so be sure to subscribe to my channel and I will see you next time. Bye!